Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. And we did a lot of exploration in the last stream, including seeing the maiden flight of Charles from accounting. It was his maiden flight and his last flight, because we took him out, got ourselves a nice little special launch weapon. And now I figured it would be a good time to go talk to the merchant that's hanging out near the landing platform, the first person we talked to when we got to Gorgon, and let him know that Charles from accounting is dead. And then maybe he could have something for us, maybe a discount at the shop. We also got ourselves an incredible piece of headgear, because we got kind of a graffitied Spacer's Choice Moonman hat, which we are currently wearing. Because we are fashion victims. I mean, plates. And the quest for alcohol continues. As per normal. But we were able to also get... I think we have access to all of the main buildings now. We took out a Mantid Queen as well. And if we go ahead and check the map, I think we did a really good job of clearing most of the building areas. We didn't go over here yet, but got Maurice's research site, whatever that is. We couldn't go in there for whatever reason. We went to OCI. There's the abandoned mines. That's where we fought the Mantid Queen. So the Gorgon ruins we checked out. So everything else is in this section. So I think maybe like 50% of the map checked, which isn't too bad. So where's our vendor? There he is.
Hey, stranger. Nice to see you're still alive. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
He's dead.
You're kidding. Really? He's dead? As in... dead?
Hold on a moment. Are you upset about this?
No. Yes. A little. He was just a real unusual character, you know? Original. You don't see one like that every day. Gorgon's gonna be a little less interesting without him. That's all.
Goodbye. Well, that was productive. Okay. Well, let's also take time to head to the Sprat Shack. See if anyone there is particularly interested in the death of Charles. I'm hoping, considering the fact that we took out like the most infamous marauder on the overworld, that we'd get some sort of like monetary reward for it, besides the weapon that we got. I don't know if we're going to have that kind of luck, though. But we'll see. And then while we're here, we might as well go ahead and check out our log and see which of the main buildings we need to go to next, because we have taken care of quite a lot. Elevator go down the hall. And Nyoka and Parvati got to go on a little bit of a revenge ride, which was awesome.
Pace yourself. The drinks aren't going anywhere. Good. I've got paying customers.
And nothing from Lex. That's a shame. Apparently, though, I do need to repair my shooting iron. Hey, Raven.
Did you manage to find those recordings?
Oh. You mean one of these?
Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest? Be safe out there.
Okay, so he's happy but not satisfied. Understood. I think there was a work table here in this office. Yes, there was. Alright. So... Oh, good lord, yeah, our vermin is not in good shape. Okay. We've repaired everything that we could. Did I No, I did not tinker with my blasphemous new headgear. I should. Let's go ahead and tinker with the vermin too. Okay, that's good. And oh, we can. Excellent. All of those nice are... Oh, we have insufficient bits. What? Oh, we spent so much of our money just now. It's okay, though. It's worth it. But good lord, did we spend a whole bunch of them. Level 33. That's okay. We can always go get more.
What's your pleasure?
Let's go ahead and sell some of our stuff while
Or
we're at it.
maybe a sugar sprat pie? Damn it. We're out of those.
Sell. Plasma launcher. Special delivery. That's the launcher that we got from Charles. And we'll keep that. I don't know why. No, we're going to go ahead and sell the claw rake. In terms of armor, we got another defaced Moonman helmet. But that's what we're currently wearing, so I'm not... Don't really care that much. We'll sell this one. Remodeled low pressure. Sublight contractor helmet. That's a special piece of gear. Okay. Think that's gonna do us canid meat. If that's what we wanted to rock. Let's go ahead and sell all of our junk. And the alcohol has been saved. All right. Now, I think it's time to drop off Nyoka. Killing the Marauders was pretty good for her, but we need to, I think we need to break out Max for our normal dream team. You expect with like a mock-up moon hat? That'd be kind of fun. Well, they have those inflatable T-Rex costumes. If they could make like an inflatable Moon Man helmet to wear, I'd wear it. I think that'd be kind of awesome, actually. Okay. Can we just go to the unreliable? Yeah. We'll grab the Vicar, because that way we'll have some computer hacking skills, which I appreciate. It's like Felix was on board for some of the adventure. So I don't think that's going to be the end of the world if he stays on the boat for a little bit. And we'll see what we can do. I like that it tells you just, make your dream team or just hang out with your favorites. Either way, game don't care. Game's just happy to see you. All right. Nyoka. And now we're in good shape. Oh, I didn't even check the log. I need to go ahead and do that. I'm going to assume that we go to the mad scientists. Well, I mean, they were all mad scientists in a way, but the one we met who had like the garden, the hydroponic garden. Because the cool thing is, the two people that we talked to her, and we also talked to the guy who was on Oops. They gave us like access cards or ways to get around some of these new areas that we're going into. So I'm curious.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
Well, I am glad that you are happy, Max. So what we need to do here... Experiment, find the entrance to the chem lab. Okay. And also the HIA facility. Good lord. So it's kind of just pick our poison on what we want. Well, regardless, let's we'll head to the Gorgon ruins. You have no doubt that Felix would be going into Pet Anubis? Yeah, definitely. I figured that we would catch Felix and Parvati. Both. Like multiple times. I think we'd have to stop Nyoka and Sam from killing him. Nyoka just for hunting reasons, and Sam because he thinks that he's just a really large piece of bacteria. Okay. So I guess the question is, which one's the closest? Oh. You know what? We need to go into the... We're going to do that because we went here first. That makes a lot more sense. The Eugene W. Smithers Sportatorium. I love this game, but you better get used to loading screens when you play it. It's like you're rocking out a PS1 game. Oh lord, hi. No, rude. Rude.
That's the last of them.
Okay. Well, we went ahead and cleared the front porch off of riffraff and ne'er-do-wells. I guess the question is, do we want to... Let's check and see if we can go in through that back entry. I forgot if we needed a special key for that. Oh, it's just, okay, it's just flat out sealed. Fine. Double checked everything in here. Clearly rabble-rousers. They had a look about them. So we want to check and see. No, we're good. We in Spacer's Choice employ transition to human inquiry and auditing. I don't know. I assume that every single one of these we go into, we're going to run into like some sort of mad science project and have to deal with it accordingly. Yeah, at least the loading screens are entertaining. I'm waiting for a game where the loading screen is going to be like that dinosaur game in Google, where you can just, you know, pew pew. Or do something kind of to engage your mind.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream at time.
Armor parts. Much different vibe than what we've seen previously. Usually there's a huge courtyard or something. Oh, can we not jump up the... Are you kidding me? Boo. Or at least some sort of like super discount. That'd be awesome.
Oh my law. What is that smell?
I fear the stench is but a meager taste of what's to come. Perhaps taste was the wrong word to use.
Probably. Just want to see if there was any other pathway we could take. Nope. Would have missed that box of purple berry crunch.
Welcome to Human Inquiry and Auditing, a Spacer's Choice facility. My name is Dr. Marion Blakesley, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important opportunity. Whatever your past, know that as of today, each of you will be part of something greater. Together, we will unlock the path to discoveries and profit onwards.
Press X to doubt.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke.
Uh-huh.
Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
I'd like to believe that nothing this place throws at us could be worse than what we've already faced, but I'm not so sure.
I reckon we've seen the worst of Halcyon already. How bad could this be?
Oh, Parvati. That guy.
Got it. Heads down.
Savage test subject.
Make quite a team, my friend.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. They're like those science experiments that we fought before. Trip blade. Ooh, white chocolate yummies. I love me some white chocolate. Okay, terminal. Incoming messages. From Blakesley, safety protocols. In order to minimize damage to company property and/or personnel, please observe the following guidelines during the volunteer induction process. Do not touch and/or handle test subjects. Please defer to security personnel. Avoid using inflammatory phrases or terms such as untested chemicals. Consider patented Spacer's Choice formula. Test subject. Consider valued volunteer. Cells. Consider living quarters. Remind subjects that compliance is one of the requirements of their contract with Spacer's Choice. Do not interrupt official Spacer's Choice communications and/or marketing while directing volunteers. Architect's balls, is that all the guidelines? Look, these people are coming here from Tartarus. Don't let your guard down. Don't get friendly, and don't get close. If everyone does their job right, these volunteers will leave this facility as free and upstanding citizens. Yeah, this is right out of Serenity, when they were trying to make people more docile. All personnel. In light of certain recent developments, our friends at OCI have generously provided us with advice and guidelines intended to ensure the best possible outcomes for our research here at Human Inquiry and Auditing. To that end, we'll be establishing new testing parameters and volunteer preparation guidelines effective immediately. These guidelines will be provided to you at your stations. I really would like to congratulate you all on what you've achieved so far. Keep your heads down and your minds focused on the work, and the rest will come easy. If you have any concerns, kindly forward them to my assistant, Benjamin Morley. From Morley to Sonoda C. Every volunteer means just that, Miss Sonata. We're entering a vital phase of the testing process, and that means every volunteer participates in the trials. It's all the more critical that we maintain careful records of the dosages involved, of course. We're counting on you for that. Weaver, have you seen my office keycard? If this is one of your little tests, it's not funny. Security is already at full burn. They're going to lose their bolts when they catch me taking the long way around to the faculty areas. Please tell me it's sitting at your desk or something. Callie Sonata, volunteer handler. Seems like everything's going well. Okay. Oh, God, please tell me we can watch the... Can we watch some sort of induction film? Doesn't look like we can, though. That sucks. That would have been amazing. Nowhere to go but up. Volunteer quarters. Hold on, I gotta see. Where are we? The observation room can be accessed through a door in the test quarters. Is this the test quarters? I don't think this is the test quarters. No. It's far too nice to be the test quarters. Actually, I haven't seen how big this place is. Holy crap, okay. And giving me a ton of ammo. That's very nice of you. And even a bottle of lemon slap. You should have. Or you shouldn't have.
Show your boss that you are prime.
Volunteers? Must be somewhat like how I volunteered to serve at the penitentiary.
It's so homey, almost. Whatever brought these folks here, they were just people. Same as us.
Oh, I'm sure the other cells are a lot nastier than this. This is... Oh, we can actually sleep here. That's... Actually, I just realized that I don't think my character has slept since I started this. Should I sleep? I don't know. Who needs sleep when there's all this amazing adrena time everywhere? Catnap couldn't hurt. Yeah, you're true. That's true. Just sleep for 8 hours.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills. This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar work at a real office someday. Remember, compliance with all instructions from facility personnel is stipulated in your contracts.
Thanks, I hate it. Can I just coup de grace? That's all I want to do.
Someone's coming.
Oh, hi.
Rest with us.
No head for you. No cranium. Oh, there's droids.
Our victory is their defeat.
Always droids. And hysterical test subjects. And yet none of them decide to take the level head. Though I guess they may be in a perpetual state of high anxiety. Maintenance access. Okay, so we can go ahead and take the shortcut now. Thanks to the fact that we were able to talk our way through those situations without killing any of the good doctors. I say that's pretty handy. So if we look here... Yeah, this is going to take us straight, I guess, here, when otherwise we'd have to go through this entire section. Not bad. That's what having a high persuade will do for you. What is our persuade, anyway? With, our persuade is 116. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, we could just lockpick it too. Enter testing supervisor's passcode. M. Blakesley.
This appears to be where they observed their unfortunate charges and levied judgment on their own lack of humanity.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills. This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar work at a real office someday. Remember, compliance with compliance with... Welcome, volunteers. Here you will be demonstrating key life skills in a simulated working environment. As in any work environment, inattentiveness can have disastrous...
Were these like trap rooms?
Any accidents will negatively impact your chances of completing volunteer program.
Is one of the... Oh, yeah, good call. Good call on that. Let's, Oh, crap. Well, no, that's... Okay, this is the direction we need to go anyway. Okay. Yeah, they were literally playing Portal. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Sorry, I'm just looking around, making sure GLaDOS doesn't suddenly show up and inflict harm upon me.
This can't be good.
Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good at all. But we have to head over here. We basically have to head into one of the areas that we had shortcutted through. What the? Oh, wow.
I don't believe we've discussed side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it was some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Looks like he didn't like the answers he was getting. Welcome R. Johansson. Observation logs. Compliance testing parameters. Data entry, physical exertion, mild physical exertion, strenuous social exclusion, sanctioned violence. Group 1, initial testing. Subject SC-1A through K were given forms and writing implements and instructed to fill them out to corporate standards. Upon completion, forms were placed into employer-sanctioned shredding device by a technician. Test was then repeated. Observational notes. Volunteer Kendall objected to further testing after completion of a second set of forms. Volunteer SC-1G after the 5th. Volunteer 1B after the 10th. No further objections from remaining volunteers. Volunteer Hobbs was discovered to be functionally illiterate and tagged for early advancement to the second phase of compliance testing. Objection from Volunteer SC-1D. Subjects SC5A through K were given visual demonstrations of multiple physical exercises. Note, thank you, Testing Assistant Lemon. Then instructed to replicate them in accordance with verbal instructions. Observational notes. Subject SC5H complained of physical exhaustion after 5 minutes, missing numerous verbal cues. Subjects 5A, 5E, and 5K failed out at around the 15-minute mark. Test was terminated after 30 minutes as the technician became too hoarse to provide instruction. Test 3. Mid-stage. Subjects are instructed to follow a closed circuit around the perimeter of the testing chamber for the duration of the test. At random intervals, technicians to provide vocal cue to reverse course. Of the 8 test subjects remaining in group SC27, 6 responded to vocal cues. 63D became aggressive and was removed. 63B collapsed 30 minutes into the experiment and was removed. Remaining subjects exhibited compliance with all vocal cues for remainder of experiment. Technician's addendum. Observational data compromised due to equipment failure. Technician Embry S was found incapable of continued operation due to incessant weeping and was withdrawn/flagged for disciplinary measures. Stage 4. Or Phase 4. Subjects are isolated and instructed to select one member of their experiment group for immediate removal from the volunteer program. 63A volunteers subject 63F. 63B is unresponsive for duration of testing session. 63C deliberates for 5 minutes, 36 seconds before volunteering subject 63E. 63D is unable to recall the names and/or identification numbers of her fellows, but has volunteered each of them in turn, citing immediate need for additional compound X injections. 63E volunteers 63F. 63F refuses to comply with instruction for duration of testing session. 63G exhibits extreme confusion and extreme emotional distress, demands morning injection. Technician's addendum. Time as of the previous note is 1400 hours. Subject exhibits extreme aggression. Subject terminated. Subject is instructed to fire at shrouded target. One industry standard fashion modeling assistant device, mannequin. Subject is not informed of nature of the target. Subject is fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Subject is fired as at observation window. Automated security enabled. Subject is fired at subject other. Security enabled. Subject is fired at subject other. Security enabled. Subject is fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Technician's addendum. Subject unresponsive. Test reset. So we just kept on shooting and shooting and shooting. Thank you for using GIMSI, your employer-sanctioned messaging system. From Blakesley. Safety reminder. In light of certain recent incidents, I'd like to remind you all that it is paramount that we follow all Spacer's Choice guidelines regarding safety and security. Yes, you will suffer professional and financial consequences if you are found to be responsible for damaging company property. But here at HIA, inattentiveness and recklessness also endanger highly limited company resources and threaten our overall production schedule. Think about what we are all here to achieve. Then consider whether you want to be the one that lets us all down. Luckily, any and all injuries suffered by the volunteers this past week have been minor. All testing will proceed as scheduled. A reminder that all personnel are advised to report to the infirmary if they experience any symptoms listed on the notice LeBlanc provided earlier this month. It is strongly suggested that you use your allotted break to do this, as any losses to productivity will be reflected in your paycheck and/or indentureship agreement. To Johansson from Rouen. Hey, you and Andre talk about tossballs sometimes, right? Have you noticed anything different about him lately? I'm pretty sure he's been at his desk all night. I was going to congratulate him on his newfound productivity, but I took a look at his reports just now, and some of them have very basic formatting errors. It's not like him at all. Maybe you could ask him about it? If something's wrong with his terminal, he should probably get it taken care of sooner rather than later. Angus Rowan, Observation Room Technician. We're about to see everything come to a head here. If we're going to meet OCI's figures this month, we'll need to double our testing capacity over the next few weeks. To that end, I need everyone in observation to work with disposal to half the preparation time between tests. Have the volunteers exit at a jog if you have to. Just try to let them see the just try not to let them see the bodies. Kind of wish I had killed some of these people now. Look, Embry lost his head because he couldn't keep up with the work. He was never going to amount to anything, and we all knew it. The surprise is that he lasted this long. I don't know why my reports are any of your business to begin with, but I know how to use a damn computer. I bet Weaver put you up to this. I've been working twice as hard as anyone else in this office this past month, and now she thinks I'm going to outpace her. But maybe it's simpler than that. These emails used to be just a nuisance. Now I'm starting to think maybe your loyalty to some other corporation. So paranoia starting to run rampant. To Hammond from Johansson. Hey Andre, Dr. Blakesley started to come down here pretty often, usually for the morning shift. She hasn't said anything, just watches us go through the test for a while, then gets up and walks out. Weaver tried to give her a report, I think, but Blakesley gave her a look and that was the end of it. You think you were doing something wrong? You'd tell me if you knew anything, right? I'll split my lunch with you again. Oh, and hey, great game last night, huh? Yeah, we're going back to mannequins for Phase 5. None of the test subjects felt too torn up about shooting killer bugs from Monarch, I guess. Should make things easier for you over in Disposal, right? The best part is that one of the cages didn't close properly last night and a couple of the little manta pillars got loose. Who knows where they are by now? Morley had an absolute fit. I don't think he likes bugs. Okay, was that everything? Yep, that was everything. So much lore. Okay, so... oh, God. Would we have had to run through? Yes, we would have. It's like American Gladiators. Uh-huh. I wonder if there were turrets or anything that we would have had to deal with. Oh well, that's a big heaping helping of not my problem. And welcome to the morgue. Where science marches on, whether you want it to or not. I guess this was Disposal. Yeah, looks like a grinder or a shredder. And only one way to go.
I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
Each discovery is worse than the last. Human depravity knows no bounds, does it?
So they would just grind them into pieces and incinerate them, I assume? Is that what this is? Yeah, something similar. Something disgusting and unwholesome. Poor Parvati's got to see this, but she needs to know. She needs to know how the sausage is made. Hopefully not literally sausage, but you guys know the... you guys know what I mean. Okay, we got an elevator. It seems to be... But whatever this is... Ah! Okay, we're back. Yeah, reset and disposal. From Sandoval. I don't want to play anymore. Let's just do our jobs, okay? Victoria Sandoval. Ugh. This week's bet. Alright, my 10 bits are on 52F. I know what you're thinking. He's so skinny. That's gotta be bad odds. But I'm a gambling man, Victoria, and I've got an eye for this now. What do you think? No, I'm not talking about the subjects, Vicky. I'm talking about the numbers. I've been keeping track of how many bodies we process every day and every week, and the number fluctuates, but never too much. 1 in 3, and 2 in 5, and 1 in 1, and 2, and then 10. Just look at the chart I left on your desk. You can see for yourself that there's a pattern. You see it, right? Did you have a desk here? I'm kind of curious about that now. But there's no desk. There's just tables. Okay, whatever. Time to get in that elevator and see what's what. Elevator go up. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a particularly huge area. Mechanical sentry. And wherever we need to go is right above us, but... Ah, was this the desk in question? Morley B. From Ruan. Concerns. This isn't about a few volunteers, Morley. Most of test group SC-22A is already gone. Subject 17 is non-verbal, but we've had some luck using small amounts of the compound to coax him into the testing rooms. To be honest, some of the staff are starting to worry me too. It's not just that ghoul and disposal either. Weaving's convinced that the compound's getting into the ventilation system somehow. I've caught her scrubbing her hands raw at the washing stations. I've tried reciting our safety protocols to her, but it hasn't seemed to help. I'm starting to think she might not be wrong. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Something saccharine and noble. Feel free to invent next of kin if there are none on record. Use the cheap paper. Leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. Termination notice to all personnel. This notice is to inform all HIA staff that testing associate Angus Ron is no longer a Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals employee, effective immediately. As valued members of the Spacer's Choice family, I trust that you will all pull together to shoulder Mr. Ron's responsibilities in his place. Benjamin Morley. Ah. Dr. Blakesley. The missing test subject has been found and apprehended. Apparently he got into the testing department where he remained. I'm afraid nobody knows for several hours. Hennessy had him doing paperwork. I think it's clear at this point that subject SC-44B12 didn't get out on his own. As far as we can tell, he didn't have much of an escape plan. The door was simply unlocked for a short period of time during the night. In the meantime, I've made it clear to the security forces that no further breaches will be tolerated. Archive. Delete this. Morley, how do I delete this message? To Clarence mostly. Clarence, the latest results are in. As you've hoped, you'll find that the violent cases now account for a smaller overall percentage of the testing pool. I expect that will change in about 2 or 3 weeks, so you better get that report out to Goodfellow in a hurry. In the meantime, dosing all of the test subjects means that HIA is now in the business of generating aggressive psychotics. So if you could take 2 minutes out of your fundamentally pointless existence to somehow make it clear to Mr. Goodfellow that I need an update on those resources I requested, as well as the matter of additional security, increased oversight or chem, or any kind of explanation for what the fuck. And that led to that one. Deleted messages. Morley, if you receive any communications from Dr. Ambrose, ignore them. Also notify me at once. And don't piss yourself worrying. It won't come up on your assessments. Morley, no word from OCI. We'll keep going as we are. Say something to the staff. Break out that list of prepared statements I gave you. I suggest number 4. Remember to smile. I'm heading down to oversee today's testing personally. Make sure I'm not disturbed. Lovely. Supervisor, huh? Okay, that's where we need to go.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs. Now I'm afraid I have to find a more permanent way to put you down.
If this person is spending so much time watching us, where will they find the time to plot their diabolical machinations that will spell our doom?
I don't know how much more of this I can take, Captain. I'm about to chew my own hands off with nerves.
You're fine. No worries.
Yeah, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
So, what do these files have to say? Dear Sir and or Madam, this notice is to acknowledge payment in full of all funeral expenses pertaining to Henry Blakesley. Enclosed you will find an invoice for receipt, handling, and delivery fees, as well as a witness statement as to the exemplary loveliness of the eulogy. Spacer's Choice offers his condolences, as well as his congratulations for your unflagging work ethic. Hell on earth. Admin functions, overrides in SM Center. Oh, okay, the lockdown. Alert, executive lockdown must be overridden at Chem Lab. Synthesis and Manufacturing Center lockdown override sent. Messages. Incoming. From Ambrose, frequency of testing updates. Marion, it's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day, or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they've been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, and who has been administering them. To these reports, you will append a morality record. This record will include an accounting for the burn-down rate of your current stock of volunteers and compound apules, in addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries. I want to see charts, Mary. Big fucking charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, Bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. Ollie. Marion. Personalize and forward the following note to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make sure he gets every single one. Ollie. Dear Name. It is a regret that I write to inform you of the death of your relation, Name. They died peacefully, attended by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult time. Though it may offer you little comfort, know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive Halcyon. In accordance with the agreement, Name signed with the Tartarus Corrections, a division of United Defense Logistics, their term of incarceration is now considered complete. Sincerely, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. I'll tell you what, that could have been a lot worse. So Olivia was basically trying to pull Rain here, it seems. Goodfellow. Yes, many of the subjects still exhibited increased energy levels and compliance, the same euphoric response, but they inevitably crash. Testing clearly suggests that Chem's Compound X has extreme and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SC-02 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, it's to beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lawrence. So good you'll beg for more? Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound or even ease out the schedule, we could mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the earlier test subjects off the compound might buy us time until Chem refines the formula. I need time, Lawrence. To Morley. I need you to compile some of the test results from the past month. Pull a subset from the reports we forwarded to OCI if you like, so long as there are charts. Make sure the worst of the mortality reports are all up front, will you? Wait. Whoa!
I knew this place wasn't gonna be some pleasant seaside stroll, Captain, but I don't know how I can live with what we've seen here.
What they did here was inexcusable, Parvati.
All this cruelty done to regular working folks without even a shred of regret. And what's dogging me is... why?
They knew. They knew Adrena Time did this, yet still released it. All to serve their inexhaustible greed.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Someone's gotta do something about this. Gotta hold folks to account. Maybe it should be us.
I hope this journal holds what many suspects it does, but I'm starting to have doubts that it will exonerate her mother.
Well, there's only one way to find out where this leads. Come on. Oh. We weren't done yet. At the behest of the Office of Creative Incubation, we are applying varying amounts of unknown solutions to test subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organizational schema do you imagine would miraculously restore scientific rigor to this process? Stick to the current system. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Something... okay. That's that letter that she had sent earlier. Archived. L. Bancroft, subject resignation. Lucian, I'm leaving this message to inform you of my resignation from the position of testing supervisor at Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals, effective immediately. I won't be returning to headquarters, and I won't bother chasing that tracking signal unless you want to give the boys and girls in Human Resources some exercise. I'll warn you once, do not try to find me. So she got out. Oh dear. Marion, cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Ollie. Marion, I see now why you held back your reports. strangulation, attempted disemboweling, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable, a mitigated disaster. Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucien. Surely when I show them these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. Ollie. And that was the... Okay. I was expecting to see something like see something waiting for us when we got over here. The worst crime is upsetting Parvati. Feels bad. So there's something hiding behind that door. I wonder if that's going to take us right up to another doorway. There's only one way to find out, and if so, then we can grab Felix and see what's what.
What they did here? I ain't ever gonna shake this.
Well, at least you have What's-Her-Dink to keep you on the straight and narrow. HIA visitation protocols. Welcome in Castillo. The Human Auditing and Inquiry Facility is a dedicated research facility and houses a considerable quantity of hazardous materials, machinery, and personnel. As such, no external visitors are to be permitted at any time absent express written permission from HIA Testing Supervisor Dr. Marion Blakesley. If you suspect a visitor does not have the appropriate credentials, please observe the following procedures. Stay calm. Notify nearby security personnel of your suspicions. Wait for security personnel and/or equipment to finish disposing of the visitor, and complete an incident report per official guidelines. Remember to use Spacer's Choice approved formatting and language. At no point should you leave your workstation unattended. Leaving your workstation unattended will be considered a severe security breach and may result in a fine or summary termination. Blah, 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 blah. Right. That's the official shit. If we do get visitors, inform me at once. If they're from other departments. If it's Dr. Ambrose, don't get in her way, but log her every move. If it's Clarence Mosley, keep him at reception. I'll come down in person to see this law-given miracle for myself. And if Jasper Lowe or anyone else from Chem turns up, let them stew at reception. I'll send Assistant Morley down eventually. From Blakesley, Visitation Protocol Update. HIA is on lockdown until further notice. Don't let anyone into the facility unless the escaped volunteers are located. I'm going to check volunteer induction for any sign of our fugitives. If you receive any keycard access notifications in the next 20 minutes, ignore them. As planned. Well, that made life a whole lot easier for us, though. For sure. Going through that little obstacle course was not my idea of fun. It would have been fun, but not my first, inclination. I wish you could... Oh, okay. And now we're back here. I really wish that I could talk to Parvati and say, hey, or talk to Max, do me a favor. Can you please head back to the ship and tell Felix to come meet us here? Just for some quick, quick party transfer. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab Felix, and we're going to get that door open. that we couldn't get open next to the supervisor's office. See what trouble we can get into. See if there's anything good. We also need to check out that other, that special weapon that we got. I think it was a science weapon. Yes, being able to fast travel there is nice. Having to go through the maze again. Okay. So who are my normal lockpickers? It's definitely Felix. Sneak. Yeah. That's Felix and Parvati. But first...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Anubis. Hey, buddy. You doing tricks for me? Good boy.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
I didn't shoot the monitor, I just shot off to the side of it. She can tell via thermal imaging. I bet. Something like that. Well, we're going to have to see how this works. Because my first... Oh. No, let's go. Come on. Need your lockpicking skills, Felix. And then after that, I guess we'll head to that other section. Because I think we just have one more place to go. Or technically two. The place where the journal's hidden. But I think we've got to go through Chem Lab next. We'll have to see. I do like the fact that Monarch has some of those little areas that you can just go explore and try and figure out for yourself, you know? Such as the area with Charles from accounting and the Queen. Whew. Oh, I'm really glad that door isn't closed. We just got it.
It's all in the wrist.
Leaded Mark II armor, huh? Revolver Mark III? Is that heavy armor? Oh, that's medium armor. Excellent. Okay, this was just a huge treasure trove of things. Yeah, I like the fact that the emails and everything are disjointed, because that's kind of, if you were investigating a situation like this, everything wouldn't be like clear cut and concise. There would be a lot of holes, would be a lot of lies told, a lot of truths withheld. But you get the general gist that this was the perfect storm of greed and incompetence, and it created something deadly. So that's pretty much all you need to know. It slices, it dices, it cauterizes. Also makes chili and fries. Will not break, will not eat broke. Okay. So, ChemLab and ChemLab. Yep, all roads lead to ChemLab. ChemLab is all the way over there. So what I would like to do... See, there's other places. But I assume this place here at the bottom is where the notes are hiding. You think Parvati needs some quiet time? Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's head back to the Unreliable. We'll have a chat. See how she's holding up, if even she, says anything about it. And then we'll take, yeah, she was pretty shook in character. What we should have done is, well, no, actually, I think that would have made her worse to go ahead and attack the Marauders after seeing what happened in there. Rooster, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub, man. 19 months. Wretch, what's up, brother? Not too bad, boss. Getting excited. Our game day is going to be here in 2 weeks. It's our big Super Bowl for fundraising. Hope everything is good in your world. Oh, where is Parvati? Kelly's still here.
I thought about hiding in a crate.
Were we supposed to drop Kelly off somewhere? I don't remember. Oh, that's right. She wanted to go to Groundbreaker, didn't she? Thank you much. Okay.
So my dad, he told me, don't you let that boy push you around. So I hit him with my wrench, right? Ooh, Dad was mad. Guess he wanted me to use my words. Not that I ever been good with those. He grounded me for a week. You want to know a secret, Sam? It was worth it. Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own? How many places just like Gorgon do you think Spacer's Choice has got? Aren't he Cleo's? Gets my guts in a twist just thinking about it.
Oh, there's plenty more, DLCs. How you feeling about the job right now?
What we seen in Human Inquiry? I never really believed in good or evil, Captain, but I'm starting to. Most folks are just trying to get by, to do right for them and theirs. Sometimes that makes them do wrong. But forcing folks to fight each other? And throwing the dead ones away like they're trash? Like they were never really people? Ain't no reason in the soil or the void can justify that. It's plain evil.
Not used to her for, with the angry brows. Money could, Parvati. The corpse will do anything to get more of it.
That ain't a justification. It's an excuse. Nobody deserves what HIA did to them. No matter what they done.
Good talk. Yeah, we're gonna give her a little bit of alone time. Think that's best. So what are we going to be missing from her? Persuade. I need I'd like persuasion. Lockpick and engineering. Okay, we're not going to have any engine. Oh, what about Matt? Sam? Sam! Intimidate and hacking. Wait a minute. What about Ellie? Lie, medical, and engineering. Let's go with Felix and Ellie. See what we can do. At which point we can probably... You know, I could just do fast... No. I don't know if we could do fast travel inside the Groundbreaker. I don't think we can. I don't want to head over to the main area yet unless we absolutely need to. I do want to explore some more though.
I don't know what kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
Yeah, buddy. Actually, we should get Ellie's opinion on this entire thing. Her being the doctor. Maybe it's good we're going to Chem Lab then. Okay, there's that transmission tower. We've already cleared that. We've cleared all of this. We can't go up there. Got that. OCI is now clear. Don't know... Yeah, that's where we'll explore. We need one more phonograph that's in Chem, which is where we need to go anyway. But I'm going to explore a little bit more of the overworld before we head in there. Because much like where we just were, we got a shortcut unlocked to us. And I guess we're probably going to be dealing... Well, I don't know. It's Chem Lab. We could be dealing with some of those... mantids or whatever that or not mantids. Yeah, whichever ones spit out the acid. You know, when you think chem, that kind of makes sense. Okay. Am I looking north? Am I looking south? I am looking north, and I want to go this way. Got almost 10,000 rounds of ammo here. Security checkpoint. Hi.
Do this.
Oh. Oh, that you lucky boy. Nope. There we go.
That's the last of him.
Man, we just tore through them like a hot knife through butter, didn't we? Speaking of that... Ellie, you have got the silencer? What was that one thing that we got, though? Shock and awe. 627. Let's do that. Along with doctor's orders. Okay, so we do have an elevator that will take us below. That skeleton there also has my attention. Gorgon's security.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Oh, I'm with the right crew for this. I forgot. I'm with the masters of lockpicking and skullduggery. Contraband, eh? What is that? 584 DPS, 140 damage with a Whisper Quiet Muzzler. 584 DPS. That's nice. That's quite nice. And that's unmodded, yeah. Maybe we need to... Well, I don't know, we're kind of low on... We're low on funds right now after getting our lovely headgear dealt... Or we can install actual mods on it, of course. Okay, it's going to lead over here. It's going to take us back to that one section with that door we couldn't go through. Interesting. It would fit a space cowboy. Absolutely. Okay, there's a very large...
Hey, Yelly, you want to know what I think? I think they ought to make a serial about our crew. Only, we'd have all these secret messages in every episode, see?
What happened to the Code of Silence, Felix?
Hey, why do you always do that thing with your eyes whenever I talk to you? You on the alert, maybe? Looking out for hidden enemies?
Let's just say you remind me of someone.
I bet they were real pretty.
God, Felix. It's hard to make a character like that really likable, but they pulled it off. You're right. Reminds her of ear. Yeah, I can see that. Holy crap. Okay, so that's where... What are we over right now? A building that I did not go to yet. Looks fun. Are we heading to Chem? Nope. We're heading to whatever this is. Probably Carl's legitimate storefront. Oh, you... Okay.
Get away! Away, you milky white monstrosity!
It's not the first time that I've had that happen. Oh, it's the freaking... It's the helmet. No. I don't think I will.
You think you're tough? You wouldn't know tough if it landed on you and started a thriving colony. Go on, get. You tell that spherical son of a bitch that if he wants to harass me, he comes down here and he does it himself.
Okay. I hope I didn't just botch a quest or something for doing that. Please tell me I didn't. I will be a sad panda. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take off the helmet. Hi.
Hey, just now. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I thought I heard a scream.
Auditory hallucinations. That's a bad sign.
Why, it's the sound of fine goods screaming out to be purchased! Pleasure to meet you, sir or ma'am. I'm Carl, and as a customer-defacing representative of Spacer's Choice, I sell only the finest. What can I get you, prospective customer? New handgun? Pack of smokes? Stab in the face?
Did you just threaten to stab me, Carl?
Did I? Honest mistake.
I'm pretty sure you said something about defacing customers, too.
That came out wrong. I meant removing their faces. So sorry.
I thought Spacer's Choice left Gorgon years ago.
Ha! Then who's been reviewing my inventory requests at the Office of Creative Incubation? Marauders?
Oh god, you didn't see that? Oh, Kath, you need to watch that back. Yeah, he did not take the headgear well. Wait, the OCI that's been overrun by marauders? That OCI?
Oh, please. My coworkers aren't that bad. But don't trouble yourself with company business, sir or ma'am. Trouble yourself with my fine wares instead.
Does Spacer's Choice even know you out here, Carl?
Sure they know. I don't think they'd misplace their top salesman of the last 6 quarters, do you? Oh, Spacer's Choice knows. Spacer's Choice knows everything because he tells them. He's always watching. He's watching us right now.
Who's watching us?
The Moon Man!
So the Spacer's Choice Moon Man is watching you.
Always. He never stops. He never sleeps. He wants Spacer's Choice to think I'm crazy, you know. But I know what I am. I'm a good employee. You hear that? You sprat bastard? I'm a good employee!
How's your Moon Man problem coming along?
He'll get his. He comes after my job? Oh, he'll get what he deserves. At any rate, how can I help Spacer's Choice help you? Target demographic?
Are you okay, Carl?
I'm not okay. I'm Carl.
Well, you've described some concerning symptoms.
And yet I feel fantastic. My body screams with energy. My hands burn with new strength. I haven't slept in 4 days! And it's all thanks to the magic of Adrena time.
Need any help at all, Carl?
Spacer's Choice. It dulls the howling ache inside your bones!
Whatever Adrena time did to him, it's beyond my powers to cure, Captain.
At any rate, how can I help Spacer's Choice help you? Target demographic?
You mentioned something about taking Adrena time.
Great stuff! Best stuff there is!
How long you been taking it?
Oh, for years now. The company gave Adrena time to the sales team so we'd be able to describe its many wonderful benefits. I've taken it ever since. Adrena time helped me get ahead and stay ahead. That's how I got to where I am today. Say, that reminds me of a joke. What does a mantisaur eat for dinner? All of my coworkers who ran slower than me.
What are you selling, Carl?
The finest dust-covered goods money can buy.
Aerial assault. Ooh. Music box. Pressurized injection suit. Movement speed. Melee. That's interesting. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell all of our junk. And then we're going to go ahead and buy aerial assault, just because I can. And we'll sell the rest of this. And in terms of our armors, man, that lead 200 melee though. Meh. And this stuff has already got the minuses. It's interesting. Okay. So, I'm going to put it on again and see what happens. Should I go ahead and check? Let's go ahead and raid the store for... Okay, no we can't. Well, we can.
Like I told you, I ain't doing business with no Moon Man underling.
Oh, I didn't scream. Well, that's a shame. Raptidons. Yes, there we go. So what is this nonsense? Looks like a full-on, like, factory kind of thing. There's a lot more than originally thought. Ew. Canids? Okay, so this takes, we can drop down here. And so what we were looking at was kind of... I really don't know what we're looking at, to tell you the God's honest, but... Doesn't sound pleasant. Yeah, there's only one way to find out. And that's looting a crap ton of bodies. Much like exploring in World of Warcraft, you're kind of just, we're running around trying to find, like, waypoints and locations. Ordnance gold armor. Oh. That looked a lot cooler than it actually was, stat-wise. Dokie. Bits. Always a good decision. Got a vending machine. Is this going to take us right back to that security checkpoint? Okay. Fascinating. I know we missed some stuff in here. We decided to veer off. Okay, we went in there, looted everything. Can we... Oh, wow. Oh, yes we can. We can open that. More ammo. Riot control gold armor. Dealer's stash keycard. Officer Olson, I'd like to follow up with you regarding yesterday's chat. Now, this could be a whole mess, or this could be something we resolve quietly to the mutual benefit of both parties. Here's what I'm going to do. I've enclosed the key that unlocks a safe you'll find behind a wall panel in my room, in which I most certainly do not store that stockpile of adrenatime some hull head tipped you off about. Maybe some of that supply, which again I must stress does not exist, goes missing from time to time. It happens. There's quite a lot of it. And who's to say I count doses that carefully? I might get new deliveries in all the time. My perfectly legal, non-adrenatime related business provides a valuable service to my customers, who benefit immensely from a product otherwise tied up in too much legal red tape like testing phase and human safety. Should my operation be permitted to continue as before, I'd ask that you hold on to the enclosed key for safekeeping. I think that would prevent any future issues between the two of us, don't you? Oh, great. Now we need to find that cache, wherever that is. Lots of music boxes. Okay, security logs. Weber investigation closed. Following additional questioning, Frieda Weber cleared of all suspicion. No further investigation needed. Additionally, all future allegations against Weber are to be forwarded to Ann Olson, who will handle them personally. Other notes for today: called to Chem Lab to investigate suspicious noise. Removed half of one test subject from outflow pipe. New lost keycard protocol. Log the loss, including date, time, and the card user, before printing a new keycard at this terminal. New protocol should prevent Olson from having to print card or a new keycard. Again. Allegations against F. Weber. Received tip that Frieda Weber may be engaged in company prohibited activity. Question Weber at her domicile for further investigation required. Other notes from today. Flagged 2 crates of 0G brew shipped in from Terra 2, shipment ID 204I. Bottles concealed subversive propaganda. Destroyed propaganda immediately. 0G brew has been cleared for transport to Office of Creative Incubation Cafeteria. Lucky bastards. Keycards are reserved for use by authorized Gorgon security personnel only. Enter a valid passcode to continue. Bypass. Give me that keycard. Thank you. Not that I need it, because I think I just lockpicked my way through the rest of it, but, you know. Yeah, it's true. Maybe I did skip stuff because I didn't have the lockpicking crew with me. We still need to see what's down there. There's Chem. And that's just the ramp that goes down and leads us to what I assume is the final area. I feel that we're missing something, though. There are paths that we have not suitably explored. So let's head this way. I know that leads off to where we just were, but I believe that this leads to that one, yeah. That one freaking door we can't open. It's barred. We don't know why it's barred. I assume it has something to do with this building. I assume if we go into this building, or find a way into this building, and off of Carl's store, that it's going to, like, the way out is going to go through there. Maybe. I don't know. So, we have definitely been that direction. But now I'm curious. At least the Marauders are kind of keeping to themselves. Okay, yeah, we've been... Let's head down into this cave. Where does this take us? Okay, right back. I may be mistaken then. Yeah, I like the fact that we don't have to kill the sprats either. It just gives some nice wildlife ambiance. I mean, if you want to shoot them and sell off the hides, I mean, you can certainly do that, but it's not a necessary activity. Like, we didn't spec into skinning and leatherworking. I guess we can't do anything with this big building. Yet. I'm going to say yet. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet if we go in there, it'll lead us through here. Well, we have to head down to chemical anyway. And I think we've pretty much explored all of this for everything we can. So let's head down. We will meet the charming wildlife. See, like that area is like gated off. So that's definitely leading to like the final area. Probably where Mommy Dearest is. Collapsed tug transport. I mean, we found all the other the main scientists and administrators alive. I think it's just goes without saying that Minnie's mom is still among us. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to think it's that obvious, but Minnie could not Minnie, but Olivia could very well be the mystery person who's trying to divert us off the scent. And it looks like is there a cave here? Wait, hold up.
That had to hurt.
Ow.
That's the last of him.
Yeah, that was the thing. Okay. Oh wow, are we really? Yes, we are. Okay. Great, love it. This is okay, that's that same pathway that we took. We're good. We're good. Let's see what's down here. Ooh, I nearly just took an acid bath. Who are an amazing band, by the way. Synthesis and manufacturing. I don't recall. Oh! Okay. Emergency lockdown override requires access to the following facilities: chem and human. Oh, so this is the actual... This is the entrance. So what is that down? Then what is this? Ooh, questions. More questions. I don't know if we have time for answers. Hello?
Nobody messes with you, boss.
Very rude. I'll leave you guys to it. You still
That's
fighting?
the last of them.
Okay. I was about to say. I'm like, surely you guys are able to take those guys out.
I know bones, but I don't know what that is.
Oh. Hi.
Llama.
You think it's a llama?
I'm telling you, this isn't the rock. We need to turn back.
This is the spot. Now keep your eyes peeled. The dead drop is at the foot of the alpaca, he said. And this is the alpaca.
Llama.
What was that?
It's a llama we're after, sir, not an alpaca. And this is neither.
Llama, alpaca, same thing.
Llama.
They aren't the same at all, sir. Believe it or not.
Enough. We've got company. Out with it then. Who are you?
You the survivors from that crash ship by the landing pad?
I'm the captain of that crashed vessel, to be perfectly accurate.
Why start now?
What was that, first mate?
Just talking to myself again, sir.
Sass.
We're on the hunt for a package. It's supposed to be at the foot of this handsome-looking alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama?
Let me save you the trouble. I found your package. Wait, I want to listen quietly.
This handsome-looking, llama-shaped rock. But the goods aren't here. Must have been stolen.
Stolen goods is about the only part of that I understood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a made-up word.
This is not a rock shaped like a llama. This is a fossil shaped like a fossil. Captain.
Could it be the fossil of a llama?
I highly doubt that. Can you believe this guy?
Showing llama-shaped rock. Okay. Well, you're right about one thing. This is definitely a fossil.
Thank you.
Hey, I do the talking around here.
Baba Booey.
This is the right spot. I know it in my gut. But there's no package, and now my crew is insubordinate.
So, what's the story with this package?
My crew and I are in the, parcel delivery trade. Our client is waiting on a delivery of special medicine, and this asteroid is the handoff point.
He means drugs. It's a specialty cocktail of adrenatime, pep pills, and dervish mist that our client takes to get out of bed every morning.
So you drug dealers.
Llama.
Speak for yourself, llama boy. I'm getting out of this business as soon as we're done here.
Only problem is the damn parcel isn't where it's supposed to be. Whoever heard of a llama-shaped rock anyway? I mean, what are the odds?
Are you looking for this? I found it by a llama-shaped rock.
I told you. Didn't I tell you? How many times did I tell you, Captain?
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
You know, a good captain knows when to admit they're wrong. Well done.
I suppose he's right. Maybe I was too quick to dismiss your leadership, sir.
First Mate, let's say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the Sprat Shack. First one's on me.
Llama.
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
I feel like I inhaled something toxic and this has all been a hallucination, but the pleasure was mine, First Mate.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama.
Well, now I'm curious about where this llama-shaped rock was. So I feel that's something I would have noticed. Oh, holy crap. There's a lot of food I don't use. I see why shooting them probably would have been a good idea. Okay, man, now I'm... Maurice's research site. Oh, there's Llama Rock. Down at Llama Rock. Well, now I have to go see this again, because we saw Llama Rock, but I don't think it... The synapses didn't fire. Felix, Llama. I figured Felix and Rex would have had a lot to say to each other. Guess not, though. Okay, so just around the corner, I believe. Where are we? Yep. We're heading to the camp. Now we might have to fight some guys on the way. And that did not matter to you guys at all.
Got another fighting me.
We just got so much offense, and I haven't like updated any of the crew's gear whatsoever. I've just been dealing with my own. Gotta fight our way all the way to...
Shot, asshole.
Quit!
I see ya. Well, Felix is hurting a little bit. I'll betcha. Are we in the residential area? Worker domiciles? I'll bet you money that that cache is somewhere here. So I'm just gonna do a quick little. I'm gonna take a quick run through, see if I can find it. And if I can't find it, I can't find it. But there probably was a door. The thing about it is like once I see like there's a door I can't enter, I just kind of forget about it. Okay, nothing there. There's only one other set of apartments, and that's on the other side, I believe. Okay, nothing here. Of course, if we had the lockpicking crew, we may have already grabbed it and just not noticed it. Like curse our, you know, incredible talents. We got a little less than 5 minutes left. We're good. Just want to see Llama Rock here real quick. Ow. And all it cost was our ankle. Coming through.
Come! Hit!
You go for it. Llama Rock. Okay. Ah, there you are. Okay. That's why I didn't notice it, because it was way up there. But that was okay. I remember we did get a parcel off of this kind of weird little altar, because I think I actually remember saying something. And it was kind of weird seeing something like that here. Yeah, we definitely will take some time before the next stream to sell off all of our stuff. But now I'm very curious to see what this little area is. Llama! So, let's go ahead and fast travel to the SMC lower exterior. And I can basically go ahead and sell everything from our completely stable merchant friend. And then go ahead and explore that area down south and then head into Chem. And then just kind of see where we go from there. See, all of our exploring actually paid off, which is great. But I think this is a good place to go ahead and end it, guys. So at the beginning of the next stream, off camera, I'll go ahead and sell off all of our stuff so we're a little less burdened. We'll go ahead and explore this southern section to see what that leads to. And then we will head into Chem. And once we take care of that, we should be able to head into the SMC and see what exactly is going on there. So I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. This is going to take up the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot now. And I don't think we're going to be playing this for very long, because I think once we get into synthesis and manufacturing, that might be the end. Who knows? We'll have to see where the story takes us. But if you guys like the stream and you haven't followed the Twitch channel yet, please do so. I try and stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. So please check that out if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.